What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks here. So Republicans like Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, Ron DeSantis, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, and Marjorie Taylor Greene are so racist and want books with black and brown people in them banned so badly that they now have convinced parents that somehow critical race theory has infiltrated their children's books. Check out this video of this woman trying to use her tears to get a book about current events and black and brown people banned from her kid's school.
I'm the person that challenged this book. For all these people to stand up here and make this about me being racist, this is not about hate. I would love nothing more than for every single one of us to go outside and pray together and have a group hug.
Seriously, you guys, please go take a look at this book. As a matter of fact, buy this book. Buy the book, A Place Inside of Me, because it is a very good book and you should be supporting this author. I can't believe that this book has motivated this woman to try and use her tears to have this book banned. And then she says, I would love for us to be able to all go outside and pray together and have a group hug. Listen. Religion has been used by racists to be racist for years. And the fact that you want to prove to us that you might be okay with putting your arm around black people means nothing to us. And your tears mean nothing to us. Because this book, listen people, this book is about a little black boy who rides his skateboard around town. His cat follows him around. I don't want to give too much of the book away because I really want you guys to support this book. But at some point during this book, he sees on television that a black woman was murdered by police officers. So he goes to a protest and he checks that out. And he talks about how we should all love each other, how we should all be able to peacefully protest. He talks about, police being at the protest. Nothing in this book says hate white people or white people should be, should feel guilty. Nothing in this book should elicit this woman's tears like this.
This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. This is my son.
Miss Kearney, please direct your...
I just want him to answer. There's 6 pictures of my son that his teacher puts on Facebook. 6 of those pictures, just within the last month, my son is beside a black child with his arm around them because he doesn't see that. And I don't want him.
Does she ever think that the kid who her son has his arm around could possibly have the same feelings that the kid in the book actually has? Does she realize that the black boy that her son has his arm around, their family probably would love to share this book with him so that it would cause them to have a conversation about the things that are going on in this world today? Does she realize that the black boy who her son has his arm around could possibly meet the same fate as the person referenced in this book? What would she do if 7 years from now, that little black boy is 13 years old and he's in a park playing with a toy gun and someone calls the police and says, there's a man in the park playing with a gun? And then the police drive up and they shoot and kill him within seconds of getting there. That is exactly what happened to Tamir Rice when he was 13 years old. Would she ignore that? Would she just pretend that this little black boy who her son has his arm around never existed? Seriously. Just because your son has his arm around a black kid doesn't mean he actually knows that black kid. And you should want him to know that kid on a deeper level because that kid is going to deal with things in his life that your son should be more of an ally or be more empathetic about. Wow.
This book is illegal.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
And if it's not removed, we will take legal action because I will stand up for my child, whether 500 of you come in here and stand up and try to bully me. This is absurd. It's absurd. I care about my child.
I swear, if you guys read this book, you're going to wonder if she's even talking about the same book that you're reading. There's nothing about this book. This book talks about things that you should be discussing in your house anyway. And lady, I don't care how many times you cry, those tears mean nothing to us. You're absurd.
What happened to books about chickens and football and things that 6-year-olds should be reading? This is just so disheartening to me. People think that this is okay.
There are still books about chickens and football. There have also always been books about history. There have also always been books about what's going on in America today. We've talked about Martin Luther King Jr. We've talked about Rosa Parks. We've talked about bus boycotts. We've talked about segregation. Lady, you're absurd. And these tears, again, mean nothing to us. I'm telling you guys right now, when they're talking about their CRT in schools, these are the books they're talking about because they have no idea what CRT is. Please go and check this book out. Please buy this book on Amazon and check it out and understand the absurdity of these people who want to ban these books that literally talk about things that are going on in this country today. Wow.
This November is Rowvember. MeidasTouch just released its brand new collection of Rowvember t-shirts and pins to let the country know what's at stake this upcoming midterm election. Go to store.meidastouch.com to grab yours. That's store.meidastouch.com.